My friends, David Karanja here, Diaspora Investor Hub. Today, I'll be discussing about American politics vis-a-vis Kenyan politics. America goes to elections tomorrow to elect the next president who serve the Americans for the next 4 years. Every 4 years, we have the same two parties competing against each other. And the policies of the two parties are so diverse. So you never get stuck in the middle. So people here elect ideologies more than personalities. And the person who leads the party as the candidate has to meet the basic guidelines of the tenets of the party's constitution. So America also has early voting, which means in some states, early voting started like almost 2 weeks ago. So as we look at it, almost over 50 million people have voted. That's almost like maybe 50% of the people who will be voting. So tomorrow, even if it's a voting day, most people have already voted. That takes away a lot of pressure. And in case you are not available on that day, you can vote on a day before. You can also mail in your ballot. And the systems are so grounded and stress-free, and also they are not, I would say, they are not riddled with corruption. However, the electioneering period has been very, very, very nasty. You can see the commercials which have been flooding the market have been against even personalities, and it's been real rough, but it's been, it doesn't take away the democracy of this country. Because I tell you, after tomorrow, when the votes are counted, come Wednesday, everything will be normal. Schools are open, churches are open, grocery stores are open. Your neighbor will be your neighbor. The cops will be roaming the streets, keeping everybody safe. And the politics will fizzle out. In other words, they don't change the way of life. And it's a good democracy. And because Kenyan democracy is borrowed from American democracy, we hope that with time, our democracy in Kenya, which is not, since we got the new constitution, it's not that grounded, will take root. American democracy has been there for the ages. It's undergone some amendments to make it even better or to make it more representative. And over time, it's what it is. And Americans' demographics are changing. Even this rhetoric about immigrants not serving the Americans, right? I think this country was made from immigration from the onset, and it continues to grow. It's a melting pot of culture, freedom, and love for the country. Like I say, it's a shining star on the top of a hill. And I'm so happy to be here to see how the democracy runs and runs well, because at the end of the day, institutions run. The financial systems, education systems, everything runs. It don't matter who is the president. Even after the president is elected, America continues. So you're still going to pay your mortgage, light bill will be paid, everything will be. Fast forward, or let's shift back to Kenya. Kenya, anytime there are elections, there's a lot of corruption. People are given money to elect or to support a certain candidate. Here, people give money to candidates who are running so they can run commercials and promote their policies. That's a fundamental difference. In Kenya, we vote personalities because they give you money. Here, citizens give money, $5, $10, even $100, although we have these big PACs that give a lot of money. But in a nutshell, people give free money, and it turns out to be big money that helps the candidate to win. So because the candidate is invested in your money, they feel like they need to come back and give it to you. Unlike in Kenya, because the candidate gives you money, so they are not entitled to help you. In any case, it's their time to go back and earn that money or get it back. And that is why corruption thrives. That is why those people don't feel indebted to the people who elect them. And the last couple of weeks or months, Kenyan constitution has really been tested. You've seen the tussle in parliament, at the Senate, and also in our judiciary system. And some people may say our democracy did right. Others say our democracy failed us. But from a personal note, I think we are rushing to conclusions about how democracy will be. And that Americans didn't take a day, 10 years or 20 years to grow their democracy. In fact, there are so many amendments to the constitution after they found the flaws or the problems in their constitution. Kenyan constitution is not airtight. It has problems, but we need to go ahead and change it as it challenges us, because it's our constitution. So why not make it good for everybody? In any case, leaders come and go, but constitution is the one that makes the democracy run. And for our children, for the weak, for the poor, democracy has to run, because that idea of the government and people at the top having so much and ordinary people not having food on the table, or being able to educate their kids, or not getting equal returns for the work that you put in, and your taxes not coming back to the local communities to help them, where big programs or big investments are not completed because money ends up in people's pockets. That stuff has to go. I don't know when Kenya gonna turn a page on that, but that's one of our challenges, that everybody has become corrupt at a personal level. You see corruption in homes, you see corruption in institutions like in schools. The money you pay doesn't give you an equal share of education for your children. The safety is not guaranteed, even if you have a functioning police corps. And the court system doesn't do its job. You see cases getting dragged for a long time in court system. Even some people die even before they get their verdict. And this is what happens with the rotten system. So the constitution, we have a constitution, but we don't know how to apply it to benefit everybody. Because when the poor are not getting benefits from the constitution, then that constitution has a problem. So I'm looking with enthusiasm to see how American election turns out tomorrow, and I hope Kenyans are watching this to see what we can do to make our systems better. Systems are not born good; they are built to look good. Systems are not there by default, or they are not there by fluke. They are built. So Kenyans must brace themselves. We strap our boots and wake up every day to make our democracy works. But with that, democracy starts with our own ethics in our homes, in our businesses, in how we deal with our acquaintances, how you run your small business. Small things turn out to be big business. Because if you become disciplined at a personal level, it will turn out to be bigger things. And we come here, we found systems that work for us, and we're happy about it. But we also have to think about why we can't be able to do the same and impact the lives of other Kenyans at home. So I thought I should put this through and let Kenyans know that we're in this together, hoping that with these upheavals that we've seen in our political system will make us better, will challenge us to be better. And because Kenya belongs to all of us, and we want a functioning democracy, a functioning economy, so that even us who are not there when you come to visit, we also enjoy. At the end of the day, I always remind people that our families are still in Kenya. So when the economy is hurting, we are hurting. When our systems are failing, we are failing. I always think about how safety is important to our lives, because here, sometimes I live in my house with my door open, and I don't worry about someone coming in, because the right to own arms here, own arms in America is real. Someone doesn't know if you have a gun or not. So and that is a deterrent. In Kenya, look at all those burglary doors. Sometimes I wonder, when you are locked up in all those metal bars in your room, if there's a fire, it will take you a long time to come out to safety. So if it's a safety problem, I've seen people corrugating their rooftops so that people don't jump to your house, to come to your house or get into your house through the roofs. Here, homes are not made of big. Here, they are made of wood and very not tough materials, but there's safety. We have to, but how you can, but like I say, only a few people are rich, even in a village, and it's hard to keep a poor man in paradise. So that's why you see those burglaries, fear, intimidation. Even when you have your money or you have hard-earned money, even not through corruption, you can enjoy it. Here in America, there's safety. You have the environment to thrive. And I think that is what Kenyans need. And the government has a role to play, but we as voters have a role to elect the right people who can be able to steer that country to prosperity. Asanteni sana, and thanks for listening to my monologue. Again, David Karaja, Diaspora Investor Hub. Asanteni.